Alright, hello and welcome to Moving Parts Gaming. I'm Riley and this is Fallout 1. So last time we took on the Raiders. Well, more appropriately, we raided the Raiders, took all of their stuff, or as much of the stuff as we could carry between 3 people, traveled back to Junktown. The game crashed, I had to do that again. But then we got back to Junktown, I got locked out of a doctor's safe. I sold some stuff. Then we fixed the town's gang problem. So now I am back here at Vault 13, wrapping up a loose end that I said I was going to get to. So now you may recognize this as Vault 13's living quarters, the place where we had previously massacred about 4 or 5 people. But let's not talk about that. We're not here to discuss that. But first, I realized that I left off with a new level, so let's go ahead and do that real fast. And just like I thought, this is a perk level. So let's see what we have. Bonus hand-to-hand attacks, bonus move, bonus range damage, educated, heave-ho, more criticals, mysterious stranger, presence, quick pockets, smooth talker, and swift learner, and that is it for this level. Returning from last time, we have swift learner, smooth talker, quick pockets, and presence. New to the list this time, we have Mysterious Stranger, which is the same as it is in the, or is fairly similar to how it is in the 3D games, where sometimes when you load onto a map, you get an ally, kind of a trench coat wearing ally to help you out in combat. If he happens to die in combat, you don't get him back. That's a tempting perk to take. More criticals gives you, what, a 5% bonus chance to criticals, which would almost double my critical chance, really. Heave-ho, which is a decent perk if you're going for a melee weapons, throwing weapons build. Educated, like I've said, we will end up with more than enough skill points, so that's not that good. Bonus range damage, which is tempting. Bonus move, which is an incredibly strong melee weapons perk. That's the one I was talking about back at the Garl fist fight, as the perk that is basically essential for melee weapons builds. It gives you 2 free action points just for movement. If you are doing a melee weapons build, you tend to knock people away when you hit them. So this lets you hit them, then chase them, basically. And maybe even follow up with another hit. And then bonus hand-to-hand attack. Yeah, this is a strong unarmed perk. Unarmed melee weapons and ranged weapons all have their version of this perk. And in each version, it's incredibly strong for its respective builds. All things considered, I think I'm going to go for more criticals. I really want to start building up that critical chance and see if I can't start crit stacking more and becoming a better damage dealer on my team. Skills-wise, I think I'm going to put most of my points into small guns. Then follow it up with maybe a few points into first aid and speech, and a handful into lockpick and barter. We've been failing a lot of speech checks, and I want to see if I can't start tipping it back into our direction by going above 100%. If we were playing on normal or easy, I'd say there's basically no reason to go past 100, but I think in this case it might be worth it. We have plenty of stim packs, so I think I'll skip first aid now that I think about it some more. So most of the points go into small guns. So I put a few points between lockpick, small guns, and speech. Small gains, but gains nonetheless. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, I believe we had someone we wanted to talk to. And there it is. So Lyle, how have you been? Not so good. Ever since I had one of my water rations stolen the other day, things have been going downhill. Everyone is getting scared and nobody knows what to do. That's too bad, or I'll take a look and see what I can do. Thanks, I sure hope you can get to the bottom of this. And please hurry and find a new water chip. This craziness wouldn't have happened at all if we had a working chip. Oh, don't put the blame on me. I've been busy trying to track down merchants to sell all the stuff I've raided from dead people that I killed. I'm a busy person. People aren't going to kill themselves and then have their gear sold and their caps given to me. I'm busy. Let's go ahead and head down to the 3rd floor and say hi to Mr. Water Guard. Oh yeah, and all the doors are open from when we were taking stuff. Not feeling well. Someone cracked my head with a big pipe. I went to the medic, but my head still hurts. Sure hope someone catches the jerk that hit me. Why did they do that? Well, they attacked me while I was here pretty late one night. Usually I'd go home by 8 or so, but I was staying late since someone had some water stolen and I was checking our supplies. The next thing I know, I woke up in the med lab with a bump on my head. Things are getting crazy around here. Someone is going to get killed for water soon, and I don't know what we can do about it. I'll see what I can do. So let's go ahead and come around the corner. Maybe we'll even want to enter sneak mode. That's hotkey 1. Now let's go ahead and wait until midnight. Midnight. Rest until midnight and see if we can't catch the person in the act. Whoa, there's this guy walking around. That's strange. Can we confront him? Hello, what are you doing here at this time? I was worried about the vault and had a nightmare. I couldn't get back to sleep, so I thought I'd take a walk to relax. I'm sorry, but I'm looking for a water thief. I need to see what you're carrying. Sure, I've got nothing to hide. Let's try this again. And he's back, going the same route that he normally goes. Let's see if I just don't do anything, if he will go for the vault, or go for the water supply. Maybe. Got him. What are you doing here? Another nightmare? Okay, let me see what you're carrying. Would you rather have a bullet in your head? Okay, I've got nothing to hide. Look for yourself. Search him. Thanks for solving that case. This will help. And I didn't read the rest of it. Doesn't matter, though. You earn 1,000 experience for successfully capturing the water thief. And I guess that's a prison? I have no idea. But we've successfully captured the water thief. So the main thing about that is don't interact with him until he goes and raids the case. Then you can go talk to him. Mention that you are looking for the thief. Then you'll be given a speech check. If he doesn't consent to being searched, then he will become hostile and you'll have to kill him. And I think that's worth maybe 250 experience instead. So you'll definitely want to try to do it peacefully. But that's a quick bit of experience and kind of a fun, quick quest. So now, let's get back on the road. I believe our next goal is to head to the hub, because that's really our only lead left to find the water chip. Well, we have the hub and Brotherhood. So hopefully, we're going to go to the hub first, and hopefully they can help us. If not, we may have to go try to get the Brotherhood of Steel to help us. I don't know. But we'll find out. And here we are at the hub. Let's go in the entrance. And we see a whole mess of people. To the south, you see a large city. Outlying farms surround the town. There is life in this desert oasis. Let's look around. You see guard, driver, merchant, Luke, merchant, wagon. No, who are you? Are you a merchant? I guess you're a merchant. Driver. Let's talk to a merchant, because I have stuff to sell. I hope we don't get raided or worse. Who's Luke? Yes, how can I be of service? Could you tell me where I could find a water chip? A water chip? Wow, you got me on that one. I've never heard of one of those. Maybe you should check the general store downtown. They might be able to help you. What are all these carts doing here? These are the caravans. We cart goods to just about all corners of the wastes, Junktown, the Brotherhood, Shady Sands, and numerous other places. We just got in and it's been a long trip. The group across the street is getting ready to depart. What is it that you trade? Lots of stuff. General stuff people need to live, food, water, lots of water. Water is probably the scarcest commodity in the wastes. Apparently we care about employment, so let's ask them about a job. I mean, we have, 70 days left? Probably less now, because there's plenty of travel time. You could ask just about anyone here in the hub, or you can check one of the job bulletin boards. There are a few of them around the hub, definitely more jobs than people here. And I think that kind of exhausts our dialogue with him. Let's see if he has anything to barter. Nope, nothing to barter. Thank you, Luke. That's been helpful. Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? Yeah, looks like we can't barter with any of them. I see Dan. Let's use magic shift powers to see if there's anything in the area to take. Looks like there's some stuff to take. Are you people? I don't think we'll find a Curtis out here, so much for that. Police officer, police officer. They have cool armor. That's the actual combat. Who are you? Deputy Fry. Okay. Taking stuff, taking stuff. Open door, take some more stuff. Hello, dance wife. Sorry, you need to speak to my husband. Can I take this? Nothing. Let's talk to Dan then, seeing how his wife told us to speak with him. Why, hello there, my friend, and welcome to the Hub. Let me introduce myself. They call me Dan the Brahmin Man. I wheel and deal with all the merchants around here, offering my humble services for the low, low price. So what can I do for you? What services exactly? Why, I manage the care for pretty much all the caravans, wagons, and Brahmins in these parts. If they just ever need anything for the caravans, I'm the one they talk to. Hell, the big three deal with me exclusively. Okay, so he's like the stable manager for all three caravans. We could be sarcastic to him. We could ask him about the big three, which is Crimson Caravan, Fargo Traders, and the Water Merchants, I think. I kind of want to ask him why he has a monopoly. Special? No. Lucky? Yes. And unless you want to be unlucky, you'll be a little more polite to the people you meet. I couldn't care less, but this city is filled with all sorts of cutthroats that wouldn't hesitate to slit your throat if you look at them wrong. I don't want to keep being mean to them, jeez. Well, if you say so. Okay, so let's come down here and talk to Deputy Fry then, because he seems to have a nice welcoming party right there. Hello, friend. Deputy Tony Fry at your services. What is this place? Oh, a newcomer. Welcome to the Hub. You've reached the biggest city on the coast. Heck, maybe the biggest city in the world for all we know. I thought you were part of the big caravan. Did you come in with them? Nope. That's a surprise. It's pretty rough out there, especially with the missing caravans. But you're safe now. Just stay away from the Maltese Falcon. There are a bunch of troublemakers, Decker and his crew. He owns the Maltese Falcon in the merchant market, but I wouldn't associate with him if you want to stay out of trouble. He's nothing but a murdering animal, but the sheriff won't let me arrest him without proof. So that's Decker. What was that about missing caravans? It's a tragedy, really. Some caravans have turned up missing. Butch over at Fargo Traders is offering a reward for information or something. You should check out the merchant market if you're interested. So that's the story on missing caravans. That's a bit of a lead on something interesting. We might want to go talk to, what was the person's name? Butch over at Fargo Traders. See if we can't get on that quest line. We could ask him about the water chip, but that would also mean asking or mentioning that we are from a vault. That's not the safest thing. Thanks, that's it. Let's head over to the merchant market. I think someone mentioned something about the water merchant, so that might be another lead follow up on. Looks like there's stuff in here. Can we go in that building? Walk over here. Find door. Open door. Come in here. Take bookcase. Nothing in bookcase. Come in here. Let's see, is there anyone in here? Nope. Well, then let's take some stuff. Nothing in stuff. Oh well. Now this should take us to the merchant market. And here we have it, the center of the hub, with a handful of merchants right here in the middle, and then a few other buildings along the outside. So let's come over here starting off then. Let's kind of try to go clockwise around. And also make sure we are here at the right time of day. Yeah, close enough. Hello, lady. Mrs. Stapleton, the librarian. Hi, and welcome to the library. I don't think I've seen you around here in these parts before. What might you be looking for in the way of knowledge? I'm looking for a water chip, we can ask her. Well, in my studies, I've come across some references to such things. Actually, I have in my possession a holodisk that contains a certain amount of information that you may find useful. Can I have this holodisk? I could threaten her for it, but that's kind of mean. Information is hard to come by in this day and age. I will need to charge you 750 caps for the disc. I think we have like 4,000. Well, it's lowballer. No reason to take that offer. You're right, the disc has seen better days. Since that is the case, I will accept 500 caps instead of my original price. Miss Stapleton takes your money. All right. As I may have explained, you will need to use this and then access the information through your Pip-Boy 2000. Mrs. Stapleton hands you the holodisk. Let's talk to her again, but we have a holodisk which offers promising information about finding the water chip. But we came in here to barter, right? First and foremost, we need to get paid. And we have a ton of stuff to barter. Books have a very good... what is that? Oh, that might be a big book of science. Okay. So books have a very good value to weight ratio, so I might be willing to trade some of my heavier items in for books instead. So let's see what I can sell to her, starting with the armor, because the armor tends to be heaviest. Okay, so I think we came to a pretty good deal. I have an idea for how I want to use these Boy Scout handbooks in the future. So let's go ahead and make that offer, and I'm getting rid of some of my heavier items too, which I appreciate, and I make back that 500 caps I gave her too, which I appreciate. And we only give up a few caps, I think, in that trade, but she's been nice to us. Thanks for the trade. That should be a very good start for us towards the water chip. Let's head over to the Fargo Traders. Remember, we wanted to talk to Butch about saving the caravans. If you're wanting a job on the caravan, you should talk to Rutger over there. Who's this? No, not me. Rutger. Hello and welcome to Fargo Traders. How may I help you? I'm looking for work. You're looking for work, are you? You look alright. Well, you should probably talk to Butch. He's through the door behind me. Can I go through the door behind you? Oh, I can't. Okay. Could I have gone past him anywhere? Like, did I even need to talk to him?
What do you want?
Oh, cool. It's a voice one. See, like, you don't have to be ugly to have a talking head in this. I need to ask you a few questions.
Chit-chat is not money. You hear about the job or what?
Yeah, I'm here about the job.
Hot damn, someone with guts. Done and done. Go talk with my second, Rutger, and get the details.
Can I barter? Oh, let's see if he has anything. Oh, wow, he does have good stuff to barter. Oh, but only those 2 items. I feel pretty good about that trade. It gets us towards the green and gets rid of some of the junk that we've been accumulating. Alright, so we need to talk to Rutger about the job. Of course, that's the job finding the missing caravans. The job pays Oh wait, that's not his voice. The job pays 500 caps when you can tell Butch exactly what has been happening to all of the caravans that have been disappearing recently. So collect any proof you might find. I personally think it's those damn water merchants or the gun freaks at the Brotherhood of Steel. Butch thinks it's it's some claw of death or something. Check with Berth. She would know more about that. What's the Brotherhood of Steel? They are really strange. They worship technology or something like that. They have a hell of a lot of firepower. They could easily take out a caravan. They're to the northwest. Where's Beth? Beth's right out that door and to the right. She runs our weapon shop. Tell her you're working with us and you'll get a 15% discount. Can you barter? You can barter, and you have a decent amount of supplies, too. Let's see, do I have anything you would want? Want a spear? You would want a spear. More caps for me. Alright, thanks, bye. And that just happens to be the next shop we're going to check out. Let's go say hi to Beth. Hi there. How can I help you? Can I ask you some questions? Of course, don't be silly. What's the word on the street about these missing caravans? Some people think the water merchants are responsible, but I don't think so. I think it was the darn Deathclaw, or maybe the people over at the Brotherhood of Steel. Why don't you think it's the water merchants? Because, like I've been telling everyone, they've had a few caravans disappear too. Nothing like what's been happening to Fargo traders, but they're being affected. Yeah, they could be lying. Could be like a false flag, or it could be... I don't know. Yeah, why is it, like, there's 3 big trading companies. Why is it happening to Fargo more than everyone else? Bad luck? I don't know. Maybe they're traveling along different routes than the others. Maybe because they aren't as heavily guarded as the Crimson Caravan, but they might have better cargo than the water merchants. Who knows? There doesn't seem to be any clear difference between the 3. Oh, we could be mean to her. Oh, you never stop talking, do you? I have another question about the missing caravans. What exactly is a Deathclaw? A Deathclaw is one of the most evil things to rise out of the ashes after the war. Some say it's a powerful ghost from the war that haunts the land. It's no ghost, it's as real as you and me. It's 20 feet tall, with teeth as big as your arm. It's some kind of demon that found its way here when the world was engulfed in fire. Oh, I'm sorry I asked. You're crazy. I should just end your misery right here and now. Wow. I forgot about some of these conversation options. Do you know where it is? Yeah, pretty amazing, isn't it? That's not... Okay. It's down to the southwest somewhere. There's an old mutant in Old Town named Harold who actually saw this thing's lair. Nicest shag I know. What does that even mean? Oh, nicest skag I know. Oh, okay. Harold's a nice mutant. Okay. Okay, might as well ask her if there's anyone else, just to make sure we cover all of our bases. Uncle Slappy over in Old Town talks about it sometimes, but he's just a crazy old fool. Thanks, I'll get back to the merchants. Or actually, thanks, let's get back to the merchants. That's it, thanks for the info. No, I wanted to trade. We're here on business as well as the quest, I guess. Let's barter. That's a good trade. And that lets us offload a ton of our junk as well. I think now I'm going to be able to unload some of my companion stuff, because I'm running out of stuff to sell now. So we have a police station over there, but it looks like we also have another kind of street meat, I guess you could call it. Kind of a food stall on the street. So let's go partake in the hub's street food culture, which is a good staple of any major city. But what's this? Bob's Iguana Bits. Why does that name sound familiar? Hi, welcome to Bob's Iguana Bits, the family eating place. May I take your order? Yeah, that's right. Iguana Bob was the one buying human bits from Doc Morbid up in Junktown. And because we talked to, what was his name? Gretel? The little person in Dr. Morbid's basement, we know that Iguana Bob has been selling human meat as iguana on the stick. So I think now we should bring up that I think I know something about your secret ingredients. What are you talking about? Your secret ingredients. How fresh does a corpse have to be before it develops a bitter aftertaste? Do you use mutants, humans, or a mix? Not so loud! I don't need you saying that all over the hub. You know the police station is just across the street. I should really take a walk. So now we have the option, so that there's like 2 or 3 speech checks there. Even though you have the information to accuse Iguana Bob, it still might be a good idea to save before talking to him, because it is possible if you have a bad speech to fail that speech check and not be able to get to this point in the conversation. So now he's offering to bribe us. Wait a minute. So yeah. And we can accept that bribe too and extort money from him. And I think he pays you every 3 days or so. However, it's not a whole lot of caps. I think the max is 300 or so, and we're in the thousands at this point. So I don't think that's going to work for us. However, we can get him to go hostile and then kill him. I can't remember if that makes everyone else go hostile to you or not. I don't remember. Let's say no deal and see what happens. People have died for less in the hub. Yeah, I can't remember what happens. Yeah, let's see if we can't prompt him. Wait. So after telling Iguana Bob no deal, I was able to exit the conversation and save. And now it should let us go through those steps again. And I'm going to see what happens if we get him to attack us. Because I feel like I've been down this conversation route before, and it's turned this whole map, like all the NPCs on this map, hostile against me. So let's see what happens. And we were hit for no damage. Let's switch over to our nice Desert Eagle and take a shot. And he was hit for 11 damage. I might as well just take the extra points, or I'll reload, it doesn't matter. And whose turn is it? Oh, it's running through everyone in the area, I think. Oh yeah, everyone is hostile. Well, that did not go well for us. Yeah, I think trying to fight him is a bad idea. So what was that about going and telling the police? Hello, Sheriff Justin Green. Hello, sir, my name's Justin Green. I'm the sheriff of this fine city. Is there something I can do for you this day? I'd like to report But first, I want to barter. Oh, you have expensive ammo. Okay, let's get back to talking. I have a crime I'd like to report. Well, spit it out then. Iguana Bob is using meat from human corpses for his prime choice select cuts. You're kidding, are you sure? Let me look into this and I'll get back to you. Well, your story checks out. Damn, Bob always seemed a little off. I'd never have suspected he was selling human flesh to us. I was having 1 or 2 of those for lunch every day. I know it's a shame considering how delicious they are. Right, okay, well, we'll take care of this. Thanks for the report. Sure, anytime. And now there's no one left at Iguana Bob's shack, which is nice because would you look at that? My shift powers makes it glow. Let's see what Iguana Bob's shack has to offer, and would you believe it's a whole lot of stuff. Yeah, I think I'll be helping myself as soon as I offload some of this junk in my inventory to other people. And we've taken everything from Iguana Bob's shack. I believe that is a net positive for us. I also saw a few things down over here. Let's see if they are free to take. What's this? On closer examination, you determined that the sheets have not been changed in a very, very long time. Yeah, I think that's fair. Stuff? No stuff. Stuff? No stuff. Let's go ahead and finish up asking around. Yeah, let's go ahead and finish asking around. So we see someone down here with a name, Erwin. How's it going, Erwin? Oh boy, can't you leave me alone? I have enough problems on hand already. Problems? I may be able to help you. This is a tragedy, believe me. Nothing is the way it used to be. I have a small farm outside town, and a few days ago, a bunch of raiders appeared out of nowhere and now use my home as their camp. They killed Pugsley, my donkey, and they threatened to kill me if I ever dare to come back. Just tell me where and I'll take care of the rest. Really? You would do that? You know, I don't dare to go there anymore. Why don't you come back and let me know when it's safe to go back home again? Oh, are we going to travel there? Oh, I didn't want to travel there right now. Oops. So I'm going to just load that Iguana Bob save, do everything exactly the same, and then we'll stick a pin in Erwin and come back to him later, because this is actually a pretty tough fight. So now we're back at Erwin. Just to the north of us, we have the Maltese Falcon that we were warned about. We also have the Friendly Lending Company. I think we might want to come back to those in a little bit, but to the north of those and rounding out our little exploration of this area is the General Store and the Crimson Caravan. So let's go ahead and duck into the General Store. So it looks like Mitch here at the General Store has a kind of wide selection of items. I think I'll grab one of his Boy Scout handbooks. I might as well grab his Nuka-Cola as well while I'm at it. Does he have any caps though? I don't think he has any caps, but we could take some stim packs off of him as well. I'm going to go ahead and see how much of my stuff I can offload on him. I mean, most of this stuff was the stuff I took from Iguana Bob, too. Between Killian and Mitch here at the General Store, this is going to be the first time we also encounter the motion sensor and the Geiger counter. The Geiger counter is the only way to figure out how many rads you've absorbed. For the most part, it's not too big of a deal until later in the game. Like, there's a few locations that you'll have to go to where it would be helpful to have the Geiger counter to make sure you aren't about to die. But for the most part, if you're going to die of rads, it's going to be pretty quickly. So I've never felt the Geiger counter was extremely worth it, and it's kind of expensive. The motion sensor should be a way to make people show up on your map. I don't know why you would use it. Everything already shows up and when you go into combat mode anyways, so that doesn't seem that worth it. There's also the radio, which is actually pretty useful close to the end of the game, but we'll have more opportunities to pick one of those up later. For the most part, right now we're just focusing on books and first aid items. Alright, I think that's a pretty good offer to make. We load up on a few health items and we get rid of a ton of our junk, so that's a pretty good start. Now let's go over and say hi to the Crimson Caravan. Hello there! How are you doing? My name's Dmitri Romana, head of the best damn caravan in the wastes. Are you looking for a job? You don't look very strong at all, but you must be great with guns then to have survived the outside. Hell, you're probably one mean fighter when it comes time. Yeah, so? That's just what we're looking for. You like the thrill and excitement of battle, don't you? Bullets flying everywhere, whipping past your head, blowing your enemy in two, seeing the fear in their eyes. Ah, that's the life. You look like the kind of person that could serve us well, and we pay well. Oh, yes, we do. We've just had a few new openings. If you are interested, but of course you are, right? What's the pay? We pay $600 a job. That's each way. Now, people say we take all the dangerous routes, but I say they're the most exciting. You need a little excitement in your life, am I right? Of course I'm right. I think that's just what I'm looking for. Damn straight it is. Just go talk to Carrie in the next room. She'll let you know when the next caravan is leaving. Oh, look, and Ian's, it's either Ian or Tycho are saying that they've done jobs with the Crimson Caravan before, which matches with Ian's backstory, right? He was a caravan guard before he was injured, and that's how he ended up in Shady Sands. Oh, you're Carrie. Let's talk to Carrie. So that old bastard gave you the okay to work for us, eh? Or you must have balls of steel. I'm impressed, but we'll see how you do. We leave only twice a month on the 3rd and 17th. Could you handle that? We go to all the local hotspots, the Brotherhood of Steel, Junktown Necropolis, and the LA Boneyard. Okay, so that gives us information on a few new locations, Brotherhood of Steel, Necropolis, and LA Boneyard. So it might be worth it to travel with a caravan to get into some of these locations, especially if we don't know if they're safe or not yet. What's the pay? So the pay is 600 caps. We already knew that, and it's each way if we decide to come back with them. You're almost guaranteed to run into some kind of problem. We'll have no sissies on the caravan. I think I'm interested in you. So we can say maybe, we can say no. I think if we say yes, it makes us wait until the 3rd of the month. March 3rd. I think we're in the middle of February. It's for sure after the 17th of February, I guess. So I don't want to give up that much time. That's not really something I want to do. But let's try hitting on her and see if that leads anywhere. Well, you are interesting and very different from most people. Show me what you've got, tough guy. She leads you around the corner. Nice. On the way back, she slips you a few things. Well, you can last for quite a while. I think I like the build we're playing. A lot. And she slips us drugs. Does she? Do we have weight for drugs? I don't know what she slips us. But that was basically the Crimson Caravan. I have the feeling that dealing with the Maltese Falcon and the friendly, the friendly lending company is going to take us a little bit longer to deal with. We also have a green area over here, green area right here, and a green area over here that we haven't looked at yet. So that's a great place to pick up next time. I'm Riley with Moving Parts Gaming. This has been Fallout 1. Stay tuned and I'll catch you next time.